Welcome back to the Garden State Hip Hop Hour. It's your host, Rich. You know what it is. Today we got another guest with us, straight from Brooklyn, Cortez.
Brooklyn, Murder Ave gang.
Hey, Murder Ave. Speaking, you got a lot going on this year. You dropped a new project, Resolutions. Talk to us.
Resolution just a product of what last year was. You know, a lot of pain, a lot of heartfelt moments. You know, a lot of like introspective and like introverted, and I think a lot of people learned who they are last year.
Oh, fuck yeah.
You know, and they learned what they can deal with and what they can't deal with. So, 2020 was a year where a lot of people like faced their fears, you know, and I just felt motivated to get in the studio and rap about it and talk about it, and the result was that album, and I can honestly say it's the best project I put together.
Nah, yeah, and like you said, 2020, yeah, you really did have to find yourself. You had nothing else to do. And what's crazy is, right, it's like, as an adult, you're always like, damn, I wish I could be a kid and just be in the house and just have no responsibility, just play or for myself, play video games, you're saying, chill. And last year, like, that came to fruition. And not in the way that was a positive way or, like, a way we thought it would happen, but it was almost like being a kid again, like, just locked up in the house and just doing what you wanted.
Exactly. You know?
So, yeah, a lot of people had to face a lot of fears, face a lot of situations. But let's start at the top. So, the cover. On the cover, you got Abe Lincoln wearing a chain of you.
Nah, not me.
That's not you?
That's my man Meg that passed
away.
away.
Okay. I'm sorry about that. I just saw, I thought it might be you on there. But, okay. So, talk to us.
So, on the cover, you see Abe Lincoln, but you also see Abe Lincoln with a mask. And he's got the chain on of my brother Meg that passed away. He passed away due to COVID. So that right there is like what resonates with 2020. Also with the mask, everyone's masked up now. Now as far as Lincoln goes, if you see the statue of Lincoln is kind of crumbling a little bit. And I feel like that was just the time that our country felt like we was in, with the whole presidency issues, with Trump, with Biden, with everything. I wanted to entangle everything that's going on in the year in one cover, and the way he's crumbling, I just felt like our society's been crumbling, people's rights are being taken away, people's privileges are the things that are in our Constitution that we feel for are being stripped away, and it's sort of like a us versus them mentality in this country right now. So I wanted to touch on that and bring a unique way of combining that as the cover. And, that was the result. It
definitely stood out. Have you been paying attention to these NTFs?
NFTs,
my bad. So then did you have...
Yes,
sometimes I get things, numbers, words, letters backwards. But have you thought about placing the cover artwork as an NFT?
Already on it. I've been doing my research before, but the NFTs, I'm still understanding it, but I'm already seeing how lucrative it can be, and I've already spoke with my team and try to figure out, okay, what do we have that we can sell these items with, stuff like that. But the cover was definitely the first discussion we had.
Yeah, so you're definitely tapped in there. Look at you.
One thing you're going to know about Cortez, I'm going to figure out where the bag is at. I'm going to figure out where the bag is at before everybody else can get to it. By the time y'all get to it, I'm like, oh, yeah. We over here already, you know what I mean? So, yeah, the NFTs is definitely the biggest wave right now. A lot of people are trying to fit, and a lot of people making money off of it, too. I seen a Jim Jones interview. Mark Cuban is on it now. So, and I think The Weeknd just said he's going to release his next single through NFT, which is crazy.
I'm with that. I'm a huge Weeknd fan. I don't know how you feel about him, but...
Nah, he's dope. He's always been dope.
Nah, I got the XO tat, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because to me, you know what I'm saying? To me, that's like the Michael Jackson,
era?
For me, the artistry, the music, the changing of, with each album, even the changing down to his hairstyle. You know what I'm saying? And just putting it together.
So let me ask you this. See, now I'm interviewing him, y'all. You rank The Weeknd above Chris Brown?
Yes. But see, here's the beautiful thing about music, right? Here's the beautiful thing about music. It's subjective.
Oh, definitely.
It's subjective. Top 5 lists, all these things. That's why I never get angry or upset or don't understand. And also don't understand why people get upset about top 5.
You know what it is?
It's subjective.
I mean, you probably attached to The Weeknd to a certain time in your life or a certain era where you heard a certain song where you was like, oh, I fuck with him. You know what I mean? And then from there, you stuck with him. So, that's why I feel it's so subjective, because music touches you at the most different times of your life that you sit there, you hear a song that you haven't heard in 20 years, 10 years since you was a kid, and you be like, I remember exactly what I was doing that day. I was walking to the store, getting an icy. This guy was playing it in the car. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so when music resonates with you like that, you're going to connect with those artists. And that's why it's really subjective.
Yeah, that's the beautiful thing about music and discussions and battle rap. At the end of the day, there could be majorities, but it's still subjective.
Big facts. Big facts.
But we got to go into that later.
They hate me. They hate me and they love me. They hate me, then they love me, then they love me, and they hate me again. Like, you know?
It's a journey. But you still here.
10 years in. 10 years in. You feel me? And not a lot of people can say that.
10 years in, you just dropped a project. Second song with Method Man. Video just dropped March 26th, which is, I know we're recording right now, but this was 3 days ago, Friday, by the time this drops. Method Man.
That's the bro, man. You know, that's our second joint that we done. He was on my last project. It's the second video we did. And I could just honestly say, like, of all the celebrities, he's the realest. He's the most humble. And he's the one that really, like, has extended his arms and, like, gave me access to everything. I recorded the whole album at his new studio, the Method
Oh, wow.
Lab. Yeah, I recorded the whole album at his new studio. And he's just been, like, giving me game. You know what I mean? Opening doors, giving me opportunities. And I can't say nothing but super respect to him for that. You know, he doesn't have to do that, and he sees the grind. So it makes me work harder knowing that I can use him, you know what I mean, like for certain things, but I gotta come correct. And the fact that I always come correct is why he fucks with me.
Word. And how was it the second time around with him?
All right. So I feel like the first song we did, Classic, that was a hip-hop record. That was boom bap. It was hard, but it was still current, and it was real. It was bars. Cool. This second one, I felt like with Resolutions, I was trying to set a mood, and I brung him more into my world on this record, you know? And even though I brung him into my world on this record, he still fucking bodied it. Like, you know, and that's what legends do. Like, he was like, oh, no, this is a go. Let's do it. You know what I mean? And the fact that he fucked with it like that, and I mean, yo, he shows up to the video shoots and knows his verses. You know, like, people don't even do that no more. People will do a feature, they'll forget, they'll be mumbling, get a little shot, and they out. You know, like, he knew his verse. He's like, nah, I know this. Do. Knocked it out, stayed there, was freezing cold. You know, it was freezing that day, bro. You know, so the fact that he just opens those doors and he trusted me this time. He was like, that's your sound, this is what you creating. All right, we're going to go that direction. It's dope.
Yeah, nah, it's Method. He's a legend, and unfortunately, as the generations go by, younger generations, they don't always get, just like with any passing generation. Because I was at
man, they don't remember Jordan right now. They all wearing his sneakers and saying LeBron's the greatest. That right there, that's wild.
Well, you're saying LeBron being the greatest is a valid argument. LeBron's interlude.
I lost money on him in that game.
Yo, that was the game with Danny Green, right?
Yes.
With missed the wide open three.
Yes. He got me tight, man. I got my money back next game, but yeah, you know.
Yeah, but like you said, forgetting, I was at the Dave East concert at the Sony PlayStation Theater, like December 2019, before everything happened on my stage. Method Man, he brings out Method Man. Method Man is performing. It's like the audience doesn't know any of the music. Like, if you go, like, I upload it onto YouTube. All the comments are between, like, people that love Dave East, and all people are like, what kind of crowd is this? How does no one know Method Man? Why is nobody?
That's crazy.
Right?
That's crazy. That's super crazy.
But man, the video, was this something that you came up with? Do you come up with the treatments to your own video? Because it's kind of like you're in front of the fried chicken spot. It's like kind of more of a rundown building.
All my videos, I basically executive produce, I guess, right? With the directors. But yeah, this one was the chicken spot is on the new in Staten Island. You know, they just built the Wu-Tang district for them. They named the whole district after them, the streets.
Oh yeah.
And it's a four-way. It's crazy. It's like a four-way avenue. So, but the only thing at night that's there is the chicken spot, and it's lit up. The whole shit is black. It's just that boop, that light. So I was like, yo, you know what? That pops out. Let's do that. And that's up the block from Meth's hood, like where he grew up. So the fact that I brung him back like to there, like a lot of people aren't gonna shoot a video on that block, let alone with Method Man. Like we took it to his hood, you know what I mean? And my man, shout out to my man Kenya, he had the trap house for me. I already knew that. We had that lit in there, and then we went outside.
That's fire. Because, like, you both have a place within, the hip hop story, the history of hip hop as well. You know what I'm saying? Maybe different lanes, but y'all both have touched enough of it. Have seen the rise of, him within the, obviously hip hop and the songs, you within more of the battle rap community, from, Smack DVDs and camcorders, and now Caffeine, fucking YouTube, its own Twitch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just the quality of it, the size of the audiences. So even to be part of these journeys on both ends, even for yourself, it's got to be such a fucking dope thing.
It's great. It's motivating now, and it's even it's even more motivating because after, it's like in the NBA, you play till you retire, and then if you're good enough, then you might be in a commentator, or you might be a coach, or you might be a GM. And, guys bounce around and they figure things out. And they find different careers in the thing that they love. And me with battle rap, always loved music, always was putting out music. And now it gives me more opportunities, like with the Caffeine situations and with Twitch and just all these opportunities. You feel like, you know what, I got to take advantage of it. And I have to really focus and settle in and lock in, and it's a whole different mood right now, especially knowing things are going to start opening back up and stuff. It's a race. All right, let's get to the bag.
Yeah.
And get your business right. For real.
Nah, facts. And just to run it back real quick, when you mentioned, Wu-Tang getting on the square, shout out to Big Pun. Just over the weekend.
Plaza, yeah.
Yeah. How's it feel? You saying?
That was super dope. Me and Chris, his son, are real cool. So, just to see that and to see how happy he was and his family was, salute to him on that. He's a very humble individual, and I feel like his father deserved that, and he held his father's name down and he got that done. So, salute to him and everyone that was a part of that process. And my bro, Fred, rest in peace, Fred the Godson. He got his street named after him. Like I said, man, it's a great time to reflect, and it's a great time to just... People are giving flowers now to artists before it's too late. And I feel like the hip-hop community in general is realizing that, yo, man, we got to celebrate these people now, not when they're gone, And, them two getting those streets, that's a great thing.
Nah, yeah, that's still super dope for the hip-hop being really recognized, because, when they were really coming on, hip-hop was still fairly young at that time. You know what I'm saying? So now we're in 2021. It's getting a little bit more age to the music itself and to the culture, and, hip-hop versus, rock and rolls and jazzes that have been forever. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's even dope to even see now, before, and I know you understand, the stigma of, oh, you're too old to rap, or, oh, they should wrap it up by now. But now we got a Jay-Z still fucking putting out fire albums in his 40s. And just like the other genres of music where no one looks at them like they're too old to do music.
No. Yeah, these guys are touring at 50, 60 years old, and like you said, music is subjective. Mm-hmm. So it's there's going to be people that's 40 years old, that's 50 years old. We want to hear hip-hop. Hip-hop is that age now. So, people are at that age and they want to hear these things too. So it's what do? You know what I mean? You have to feed those fan bases too. Those are untapped fan bases. Yeah, the young kids got their movements, but you got the Griseldas. Mm-hmm. You got all these rappers from... Kiss is still putting out shit. Fab is still putting out things. All these guys. So you got to respect it. I mean, I was just in a conversation with Big Daddy Kane recently. We've been building, and he's putting out music.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up. I saw him commenting on your post. You got Method Man in the video. You got Big Daddy Kane. You're talking about Big Daddy Kane, another obviously legend.
Legend. Word.
I don't even know if legend is enough of a word, but.
Innovator, everything, yeah. And we go way back because he judged the battle of minds back in 2009, the Head Ice battle. So we go all the way back from there, So it's super dope, man. You know what I mean? It's real good to rub elbows with legends, and all I try to do is soak up as much game as I can from them. Learn from them, see how they move, see how they keep their brands popping still, and so I peep all that stuff.
Yeah, shout out Big Daddy Kane. That was, I know for you. Well, you said you already had a prior relationship to that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or he just judged the battle.
Yeah, he just judged the battle, but from there, it's always been respect, love. So what can I say? That's Kane.
No, there's no. Let's just say about that. But yeah, and just continuing on to how you said, innovation and things like that. I saw you did like a merch box with the Resolution album. I thought that was pretty fire.
Yeah.
You were like sticking like various like different pieces within the box, so a fan wasn't really sure necessarily what they were gonna get.
Yeah, it was a pre-order box. So for the unsigned artists, I'm gonna tell y'all, there's a game plan that you should have. You have your product. If it's gonna come out digitally, cool. But I also feel like the way streams are, we're not getting our full residuals, artists in general, and it's a big thing with the industry right now. A lot of people can't monetize what a stream is. If you can't monetize it, then you don't know what you're supposed to get. So what a lot of artists have been doing recently, and myself as well, I made it to where you can just buy it from me directly, cash at me, PayPal me, whatever. I had two options. You want the pre-order of the album, Resolutions? Cool. The pre-order dropped December 1st. Resolutions dropped January 1st. Makes sense. So December 1st, people were pre-ordering $20. I'll send you a link to the album, and I give you 6 bonus tracks. Cool. That's nothing. People were sending 20 all day. Boop, boop. All right. Now I had a $100 option. The $100 option was a custom Resolutions box. Inside, you got an autographed piece of merch from a battle that I wore in a battle. So if it's a hat or a hoodie I wore against this guy, boom, I sent those out, autographed them. Then I put a piece of my merch, bodega merch, either a hat or a shirt as well, in there. On the album, I have the QR cards. Those codes, boom, like when you go to the restaurants now, you flash it, it pops up on your phone. Boop, you get the album, you got the bonus tracks, and you got a full album commentary. 10 episodes of every song, how it was made. That's and hard. Broken down. People were sending the hundreds easily. Easily. You know what I mean? And I only did 100. I only did 100 of them. So I said, I'm only doing 100 of these boxes. Sold out. It's 10 bands before the album come out.
Get that bag. That kind of reminds me of and it really reminds me because of the $100 mark, the Nipsey Hussle.
Oh no, I had the Nipsey.
He was quick.
Yeah, I thought I still had the sweater on. Nah, for real. Like I just said, man, I get around these people and I try to rub elbows with them and learn from them. Facts. And Nipsey was I never knew him, but just how he moved, how he handles himself, how he carries himself, I look at those things. And that's how I want to carry myself, and just seeing those marketing tools and all that, I said, okay, cool. This is smart, and I'm applying my own. I'm putting my little sazon and adobo on it, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, like you said, you don't really gotta know someone to be inspired by them, and there's nothing wrong with using a good idea and then just making it work for yourself. You know what I'm saying? And speaking about merch, I was on your website today. You got a $450 Murder Ave hoodie. Coogee, I was going to say Coogee. So wait, is actual Coogee on there, or is it just...
I wore that. I battled T-Top.
Okay.
In T-Top, I have a Murder Ave hoodie, but the Coogee stitching is the logo.
Mm-hmm.
The pocket.
Yeah, the pocket.
The pocket is Coogee, and the wrist is Coogee. I could have made the whole hood Coogee, but we didn't have enough time because I had to battle, so... it was a custom-made design I wore. I had an old Coogee sweater. My man cut it up. He gets nice with it. My man Casper. Shout out to Viral Monarch. We made the hoodie. Once I wore it in the battle, people went crazy. And I was like, okay, we can buy, we can make a couple custom orders. But if you do it, it's going to cost $450. I got to go and get a real Coogee. Yeah. Like, the material's not cheap.
Yeah.
Everything else is reasonable. But, that's something unique, and a couple of fashionistas have bought it, so it's pretty dope, man. Like, try to just keep my foot in everything, sell exclusivity at the end of the day, whether it's clothes, whether it's a box, whether it's the music, a battle, whatever it is.
Yeah, and like you said, there is people that will buy. There's people that spend thousands of dollars on the most random things that you will never think of. Someone's gonna spend $450, especially if someone's really a fan. And like you said, it's more of an exclusive piece. Got the Coogee fashion in there. Got your Murder Ave. So you know what I'm saying? I just think it's a dope idea, and I think it was dope that you weren't afraid to price it at that.
I mean, I'm not gonna. Sometimes you have to just put a price on something and just leave it where it is, And if somebody questions it or these conversations right here, that's fine. Because you're never going to hear me trying to jerk anybody or do bad business. That's one thing I take pride in too. In my 10 plus years No one's ever said I've snaked them, did bad business, fucked them over with money, anything like that. So, when people ask me, I'm gonna tell you, yo, Coogee costs a lot. And for my man to do that, that's gonna cost, like, this is a real authentic hoodie. You know what I mean? Some custom shit that and you're gonna get a one of one, because it might not be that same print.
I didn't think about that part.
Print in it, I say it's custom. You don't know what hoodie design you're gonna get, but you're gonna get one. You know what I'm saying? And we'll go get. Well, I have a vintage shop that has mad hoodies. They have kids hoodies too, so I could chop them up, cut them up. Oh, you know what? Let's get this design. Let's get this color hoodie. You know what I mean? And you get a one of one.
Yeah, it's hard. So how interactive are you with the fans still, like on the Instagrams and these other platforms?
I'm heavy on the Instagram, heavy on Twitter, Facebook as well. But like we was talking earlier, like these algorithms and stuff like that, like sometimes it kind of blocks you from being so personal, so direct with your fans. And I feel like as an artist, that's so important, that's so key. Like, we have to be able to hear what the people want from us, see what the people like, see what the people don't like, and sometimes, like, it'll be somebody that I know, that I see every day, and we don't see each other on each other's timelines. So social media is in a little like transition right now that's kind of funny, but it's very important. You got to talk to the people.
Yeah, and like we were saying earlier, it's a business. At the end of the day, they give it to you, get you addicted, and then take it away and charge you for it.
Now they're gonna tax us.
So like, I'm kind of on the fence about like those kind of things, because I understand from us as a creator side, but then I have to be open-minded to understand as a business somehow they got to get their bread. Just like you got to get your bread, I got to get my bread. So, but they do it in a way it's like we're gonna get you addicted first.
Yeah, it's part of lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. That's it. Like, people spread the news more through social media than they do on the news anymore, television.
Facts, memes. Think about what happened earlier this year. Doesn't happen without the power of social media.
You wake up, you see a couple memes, you see people talking about something, and then you're like, okay, something happened with this. And then next thing you know, you go and then you find it. And you know what I mean? That's how it is. So they know their power. They know their strength.
But how do you think how do you feel it has affected, music or the battles, since you were around before it was, making music and you were a part of the community before social media, and now you're a part of it as social media is really bubbling?
Yeah, well, the funny thing is with the battles, now that URL has its own app, a lot of the battles on URL or that were through Caffeine, we can't promote them on social media. The minute we do, it's an infringement,
Wait, you can't promote it?
If you tell me what top tier battle rapper has promoted their latest battle on social media with a clip?
Oh, in that sense, I can't. Yeah, no.
Can't. So like, if we try to do it on Instagram, maybe you might get a couple people get away with it here and there, but for the most part, we can't promote the battles. They want you to go to the app, so they'll see everything. But if I put up a clip of me rhyming and boop.
How do you feel about that? Because it kind of like takes away from the being able to self-promote.
It takes away from that. The only thing is, myself, at least I have loads of battles already on YouTube.
Yeah.
So my catalog is mostly safe, right? But these new battle rappers, the guys that don't have that catalog, that are becoming stars, they need that exposure. That's what put us over the hump.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It may give them a ceiling, so I feel like they need YouTube drops. I feel like battle rap definitely needs YouTube drops eventually, or no one will see it, and then it's like fucked up.
Yeah, because you're relying on people to download the app, and people download the app, like I have the app, but it's for people that are already fans of it. Like you said, it's hard to get new people.
Exactly. You want to grow, you want to be able to bring people in. There's certain battles that I had that people was like, you was my first battle. You're the reason why I watch battle rap. You know what I mean? So when those things happen, it's completely different. If those people aren't new fans, all they're gonna see is Cortez or Sue Surf or Calico or DNA or whoever, because we're online. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I'm gonna bring up the Sue Surf thing. But first, you said something in a recent interview that I had never thought of, and I was like, oh wow, this is like, it's just wild. Like you were talking, they asked you a question like, preparing for a battle, and you were talking about like having to memorize the 3 rounds, plus the theatrics of it, plus obviously everything around you as a distraction. I never thought about the part of they have to memorize this. and then go into the battle. It's not a freestyle. It's not like
Nah,
if you watch on like a Shotgun Suge or someone who's like very body. It's like for some reason I never thought about these battle rappers like the skill to remember.
It's like a Broadway play, bro. Like it's really a lot. It takes at least a month. Like like you really have like to be A1. You can get it done. But you can tell when someone only wrote for a week or two. Like, you'll be like, he finished his material faster than he just memorized it. But when you know it and you going in there and you're breathing and you talking and you jumping in and out, messing with the crowd, boop, jump back into your verse, it's a whole different thing. And then, people react. So, like, when the crowd react, they might react to a line and you didn't think they would react to you. Like, oh, damn, now I got to start it back and jump back in. All that stuff takes a lot of work, a lot of memory, all that.
Oh yeah, so for some reason I had never thought about that, but that's like a real skill. So tell me, have you ever forgotten?
Yeah.
So what do you do?
A complete round? No.
No, never a complete round.
Never a complete round. Never a complete round. I've forgotten in London. One time I headlined London, my first time out there, but I had 2 battles that weekend, and the first battle I got through. The second one at the very end, maybe like my last 8 bars, I forgot how the ending of the battle was. Like I was building it up, and I was a little mad, but I still won that battle, so it didn't really matter. I forget. I mean, I've slipped up or like stumbled over a line here or there, but nothing crazy like that. I've never bombed.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna bomb.
Yeah, because like
I'm not gonna bomb.
It's like, how do you prepare? Do you like don't drink the night before? Do you try to get some sleep? Because like I'm thinking about like a situation like maybe I'm going to a test where it's like, damn, like we wild out sometimes and still party and stuff like that. But I also don't got a whole bunch of money or you're saying on the line.
You gotta understand also though we traveling, so we usually travel in the day before to do the face-offs and stuff, and everybody's at the hotel. And you see everybody in their own little pockets rehearsing, or somebody's in his room doing this, and it kind of makes you sit there and say, man, I better go in the room and get my shit together. You know what I'm saying? So, everybody pushes each other like that, but I smoke, I drink, I get wavy. I don't want to be too serious. You know what I mean? If you come across too serious, it's not natural. Like I want it to be like this when I'm talking to somebody.
Or so what battle did you go into like super prepared? You thought it was gonna be a challenge, and then it just turned out not to be such a challenge.
In a good way?
Well, yeah, I guess in a good way, right?
It's a couple. Disaster. I smoked him in Cali by myself in LA. Like I was like, oh yeah, they gonna act up. Nah, I smoked them, got them out of there. A couple of them. I don't know. It's so many, like
you've been doing it for so long,
yeah. Like lesser names for sure. A couple dudes were on their A game. I'll tell you this. I'll tell you some guys. I thought I was gonna get out of there, and they fought back, and I realized like Hitman. I didn't think Hitman was that good at first. Then when we battled, it was like, oh shit, like you know what I mean. That's why he's a legend, though.
Did you recognize that in the moment, or was it like when it was all done, you were like, oh shit?
Nah. We knew we put on. We knew what we put on was a show, so it was nothing after that. It was like like you know what I mean. It's always respect after that. I would say the Holland battle. I thought I was gonna. I mean, I still kind of got really crazy with him, but he wasn't trash, and that's probably my biggest battle, But had ice too, you know what I mean, like.
What about you? So let's talk about your arch nemesis, Sue Surf. You in Jersey?
I'm out here.
Shout out to Sue Surf. You say I'm in Jersey.
I'm out here. You're not out here. You heard?
But so, what's the deal? Like,
always in Jersey.
Like, I'm still seeing videos through the quarantine. I'm seeing them on caffeine. I'm seeing, like, I remember it was like 5 years ago. It was like outside on the street, like you're about like. Is it love? Is it something like this?
Nah, what it is that he talks too much. He talks too much and he be doing the most. Like you talk so much shit and be choking, like completely bombing. And you got the nerve to talk shit. Like that's the most crazy thing to me. It's like, nah, you can't talk. Like, you feel what I'm saying? He just be brushing it off when he dub his shit. It's like, nah, that shit is whack. You know what I'm saying? That shit is whack. You know what I mean? I feel like he tries to be the opportunist to shit on people and kick them when they down. I don't like that. I don't like that bully shit. That's why I want to fuck him up. You know what I mean? Because I feel like he think he a bully, He don't understand. He got the wrong one with me.
But you mean like in a battle?
Yeah, I just feel like the way he does, like he'll
No, but man,
tarnish
you
your
said you want to
career.
fuck him up like in a battle?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
yeah,
all right.
yeah,
Yeah, all right.
yeah. It ain't nothing. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's a bag.
Yeah.
But I just don't think he's that crazy, and I feel like no one has ever used the right game plan to get him the fuck out of there. You know what I mean? Like no one's really. He be beating himself 90% of the time, but he knows he can't choke against me. He know he can't stumble against me. You know, he can't do any of that shit.
No, not after years of like going in. Yeah, man. I'm just like you just watch through the years. It's like he'll slow down, then he'll just pop up again. And then like he was doing the IG lives heavy over quarantine and stuff like that.
Bottles on him and all that. Yeah. He bombed on Lux, 40 balls, got him out of there. It's been nasty for him. Now he's a commentator. Now he's fucking Gorilla Monsoon.
What you think about the battle with Loaded Lux he did?
Trash.
You don't feel like maybe that was like a unique battle that he was adjusting and they were adjusting, like no one's really there. It's like COVID.
Slow to Lux. What more motivation you need? He was nervous. He got nervous. He fucked up.
Shout out to Sue. I had to ask you just because you out here in Jersey. Well, so back to the music. Like, so what's what's more exciting for you? Is it like, was it completing a battle, or is it like when you drop an album and a song? Because like they're completely different worlds, you know?
Yeah, they are completely different worlds. Right now, the battle, the music is like lit for me. So like I'm super humbled on that too, because a lot of battle rappers, the stigma, we can't make music. And I'm running with it and trying to like set a standard of what battle rappers music can be and where it can be found at.
Yeah.
And certain platforms and stuff. And that's a different rush. Now, is it always where like in battle rap? Hell yeah, like that rush is completely different, especially when it's a big crowd. You know what I mean? When you battling at Irving Plaza or Webster Hall and they going crazy,
hell yeah,
it's a whole different dynamic. So it's two different things. Battle rap is dope because I'm saying the line for the first time for everyone. Yeah. And this is the only time you're going to hear it again. And they're reacting to it, and it's like, oh, they got it. You know what I mean? And it's like, yeah, all right, y'all fucking with it. You know what I mean? Opposed to music, I've already mixed the song down. Everyone's already heard it before we put it out. And then it's just a general consensus, as one.
Yeah.
But battle rap is constantly, oh yeah, this line I thought about in the third, they went crazy for. Oh, the one in the second, and it's live. So it's two different things.
Why do you think that transition has been so difficult though for, battle rappers to shift into the music making world or be accepted?
I felt like the era where like I don't want to say none of the names, but like the early 2000s battle rappers that were making music. You understand? Dudes used to battle to get record deals. Mm-hmm. So when they was battling, they was young. These guys are 17, 18 years old. They're dope rappers. There's a difference between a rapper and an artist. A rapper, so I can put words together and I can rap all day. Then an artist is somebody that's going to take those words and give you a story or paint a picture or get to a certain point. When the rapper becomes an artist is when like, oh, he goes. You know what I'm saying? When somebody could just rap good, it's cool. But when somebody can talk and like you resonate with it, that's a different level of writing. And those guys were getting deals so young, then getting thrown in the studio and people wanted to hear music from it and had nothing to rap about. These niggas ain't lived no lives yet, and the music came out whack. Just be for real. But there's also whack artists that get record deals and are tax write-offs every fucking year in the industry. Every year they sign 20 to 30 artists that are just tax write-offs. The label has to sign people. Then they drop them. Drop them, boom, he ain't got nothing going. You know what I'm saying? And they get their money back. They were just left out to dry. Like, he's whack. He could only battle. And then it's like people started putting that stigma on them. But as far as my class, it went from the DVDs to online to social medias, and it was more accessible, quicker, and we all got fan bases, and we all had our own fan bases where they're gonna fuck with whatever I make because they fuck with me, and Now we're more independent. Cortez can put out albums just for Cortez fans. They're gonna fuck with it. They're gonna support it. My demographic is my demographic I tap into. You know, I didn't have to worry about what a label was gonna push or, you know what I mean? I'm making what I want. You know, and that's why I feel like now a lot of the rappers, myself, Verb makes good music, Geechee makes good music. You know, a lot of them. And
Arsenal puts out a lot of music.
Ars makes dope music. So it's like, now we don't really need a deal. What do I need a deal for? We kind of live a rapper lifestyle. We're independent, and I can make what I want. You know what I mean? And I'm rubbing elbows with all these top artists like Method Mans and Wyclefs and all them people. It's lit.
So, but what do you feel like? So, are you not worried about tapping outside? Like, you're comfortable with your audience that you have currently? Do you even try to like expand past that? Because I know right there you just said like you don't got to worry about who a label is trying to push it to.
Yeah. I mean, I like to make good music, and I will push the music and get it into the right people's hands. And if something was to come across of it bigger than that, or opportunities arose because of that, then that's fine. That's great. You know, let's open more doors. Let's set more standards that, a person that's already been in the game 10 plus years, he's not a rookie. He can get a deal off this, or people listen to this music, like we said. Boom, let's do it. You know, but everything has to be, you have to be ready in order to get somewhere. Like if I'm not ready, then when these opportunities pop, I'm not gonna get in.
Yeah.
So I make sure that I just try to cover all bases. Like with Cortez, I'm always gonna be out working people. There's no days off for real. I want to get into every little thing, figure everything out, and get to that bag. I have to.
Yeah.
It's not about I want. It's like something in my head. Like I have to. NFTs. Oh, let's find out about it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, pre-orders. That's how they doing it. All right. Yeah. Boom. Let's find about it. Oh, word. They getting their own buzz strands. Okay. Yeah. Boom. Let's talk about it. Oh, yeah. You know what I mean? Oh. I'm a sneakerhead. People know that. Oh yeah, boom. Cole got all the Nikes. Oh, Cole get all the Yeezys. Oh, Cole get all the designers. All right, cool. You know, I'm on it, bro. I'm on it, and the music is trying to be a reflection of that.
Yeah,
you know.
I feel that. We strange. You got what you got right there. I see you got the pack on the table.
Galactic Match. We got the ether. Ether. You see, that's how real it is. That's how real it is.
Gas. Yo, we gotta need that ether, that gas. The way these gas prices going up.
Exactly. Yo, what's up? I ain't gonna lie. Yo. Yeah, I filled my tank the other day. I'm looking at the number. I'm like, yeah, it should stop any minute now. That shit kept going for like another $2. I was like, yo, what the fuck?
Like 3 days ago, I'm like, yo, it's $3. Next day it's $3.33. I'm like, what? Like, I'm parking my car at my house. Like, I'm not going nowhere. Public transportation. But yo, being from Brooklyn and putting out for that, that city for so long, or that part of New York, how do you feel about the scene? Because Brooklyn, I mean, you out there, Brooklyn is buzzing.
Now, Brooklyn is lit right now, and I feel like gentrification is a real thing. That's something else that people aren't really talking about, but it's a real thing. You know, I've seen my block go from abandoned buildings and decrepit homes are all condos now. You know what I mean? And empty lots are parking lots for those condos and stuff like that. So, there's cafes. There's, Brooklyn is coming up. At the same time, it's generating a lot of money. There's a lot of fashion. There's a lot of music. There's a lot of everything that's coming out. It's very cultural right now. So, I love it. I love it. At the same time, I just want us, the people that were there, the Spanish and the blacks and anybody or everybody else that was there, we still be represented in those hoods. But, I feel like they're paying more attention to us now.
Word. And for any of the people who needs fashion in Brooklyn, Coogee, sweatshirt.
You heard?
Be the most fashionable guy in Brooklyn or female.
TheCortezBodega.com.
But when I was trying to ask that question, I was like trying to refer to the music scene, because the music scene is going crazy out there right now in Brooklyn.
All the drill.
That's what I was saying. So that's what I was gonna say, because you got to see, Brooklyn hot, Brooklyn not hot, Brooklyn hot. Yeah. And then right now, you talking about, Bobby just came home, Rowdy just came home, obviously with 5E, Pop, you know what I'm saying? All those guys are out there are doing.
I mean, I love it. Some of those guys I knew when they were younger. Some of those guys I done came cross paths with. But I always feel like Brooklyn got the best rappers. I've always felt like that. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a bar spitter like me. You know what I mean? Like, these guys are in their own lanes, but they create in their own sounds. You know, everyone want to rap like Favi, or everyone want to reenact Hot Nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, or Computers. So it's the fact that it's a wave. You know what I mean? And that Brooklyn wave is like undeniable.
Nah,
Keep
facts.
it a buck.
Yeah. I mean, there's still a lot of lyrical artists coming out there, but the ones that I tend to run into or to speak to me are all coming out of Flatbush. Yeah. I don't know why, but anytime I talk to someone that's more lyrical, I'm like, oh, where you from? Like, Flatbush. But what's up? We're going to catch Cortez on the drill?
Oh, no, there's already a couple joints.
Oh, there is? Okay.
There's a couple things lined up. You know what I'm saying? We can't let those features out yet.
Oh.
We're working with some people.
Is this going to be for the deluxe?
It's gonna be maybe for part 2, or it might be a new series I got. I'm working on some things. You know.
Yeah, man. Fucking. So this album, what was your favorite song off this project?
Favorite song on the project? It varies. It changes. Right now, From the Bottom is my favorite record. Yobi bodied it. My man Crisis produced it. Crazy. You know, it was just real. I was just talking some real shit on there and giving game, you know, and talking my fly shit. So, you know, definitely From the Bottom. Another one of my favorites is definitely LeBron Interlude. Like, I just like it. Like, you know, like, I just like the swag shit.
It wasn't a Jordan Interlude.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it wasn't. But wait till you hear Kyrie's Interlude in part 2. You know what I mean? So
there's a question that's been going around a lot lately, a discussion, debate, whether if Irving is better than AI.
I seen that on ESPN.
Oh, okay.
They said Kyrie's numbers is better, but AI was a better leader. They said, like, you know what I mean? Like, he can be the man on the team and push them. Kyrie's always like the number 2 type shit. What you think?
It's hard because, like, it's basketball. Like, I don't like to compare generations because of, like, points go up, rebounds go up, athletes get better. But, like, and we have a place in our heart for AI. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
It's cultural.
Drag it to the championship against the Lakers. You know, the All-Star game with the Kobe. Just the clothing that the whole NBA was like, you know, we're changing this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's hard. But like you said, also, Irving played with LeBron. Irving's playing with KD. He's never really been the guy. He's on look at the team now. Look at the team now. You got Harden. You got KD. You just signed Blake Griffin.
They just signed Aldridge too.
Aldridge, Joe Harris. Like, you want to stack.
They got the squad. I feel like
Brooklyn
gonna win it this year, though. Brooklyn gonna win it this year. And I'm in Jersey. I'm saying that. Brooklyn is definitely gonna win the chip this year.
Man, yeah. So we ready. So you got the interlude coming. You got the Irvin interlude coming. So we asked your favorite song. Do you have a favorite bar off the album?
I got a couple. I ain't gonna lie. I got a couple. I could be cocky, but you know, I think on the intro, you know what I'm saying? They dead in morgues. Stressed out. Rolling runs got me higher than my credit score. The only way that I can focus, them fools ain't your mans, boy, they bogus. You stop texting first, and I bet you they won't notice. That's why I got no more daps for them. I blamed it on COVID.
You know I blamed it on COVID. My boy goes crazy.
Little sneaky shit. You
know what I'm saying? You got bars. Like, as we were talking about earlier, I saw you on My People's Blades and Bars. Go check out Mean 16. I'm not sure if it's out yet, but when it comes out, drop. Oh, it's out? Okay, yeah, I saw you had posted it.
It's lit. Yeah, it's lit.
Mean 16. So you really out here in Jersey? How'd you you said you had that? That's fire, man. Damn. Do you keep getting better? Do you feel, or do you feel like
that way? I feel that way. I feel like as long as, like, music is something that you can get better over time. A lot of athletes are better when they're younger, but I feel like with music you get better over time. My pen right now, I feel like, is the best it's been. So that's a huge motivating part too. It's like, yo, right now I get in the booth with anybody, I do a feature with anybody, I ain't really worried. I know what I do, you know, and you just mature as an artist.
More life experiences and things to talk about, right?
Real talk.
Word. And like the subjects change. Like, I'm listening to that Drake 3-pack, and he's rapping about picking up a skid from daycare.
Yeah. You when you get to those levels, and you make it
We're
sound
in
fly.
Daddy Daycare Drake era.
Yeah, but then he said they know what he said, the Secret Service outside.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. He made it sound that man talks shit about picking up his kid.
Yeah. And he said, but they see all those cars outside. They know who's who. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy.
I feel like that showed, and like how you talked about like having experiences as you grow up. Like, you can't be afraid to speak about those things. Like, you don't have to keep talking about the things you talked about 10 years, even 1 year ago. You could evolve as you evolve as a person. And like you said, you even yourself are evolving. So the music is never going to be the same because your life changes.
Exactly. You know, Jay-Z was button up. Jay-Z was T-shirt with my chain out, like, fuck y'all all. And then he went to the button-ups, and now he's growing his hair out. And, you know, you just see those evolutions. You're like, okay.
Yeah, he went from the jerseys to, we don't wear the jerseys, the button-ups. And the NBA, I recently heard a story about how the NBA was kind of trying to reach out and beg him, like, yo, say you wear jerseys and shit again. Because, like, the sales kind of, like, dropped when he said the button-up, the button-down line.
Killed them.
Yeah, man. So, isn't that crazy, right? That's the
influence.
power of Jay-Z. The NBA was like, yo, Jay, that bar was too powerful.
Yeah.
You're fucking up our sales.
Yo, that's power. That's influence.
Yeah, man. So, what's up with you? What's coming next? You have a battle coming up, right?
I got a 1-rounder in Grand Rapids, Michigan this weekend. Besides that, there's some things with URL brewing. I can't really announce what, but it's going to be a lot of things brewing for May. And I'll be a part of that as well. And really just here, just grinding on. The album is basically done, part 2 already, Resolutions.
Oh, it's already done.
Basically done. It's basically done, maybe add 1 or 2 more joints. But I just want to get the timing on it, fix those things up. And also got another mixtape series coming out. And we also filming like a short film movie around Resolutions. We shot 8 videos, and then we did like a little mini movie. We starting to film around that, and just want to bring people my vision. You know, I want people to see things in a different light, and just like I said, set a standard.
You working?
Yeah.
When do you sleep, my boy?
That's what I said. Don't sleep. Don't sleep, nigga. Gotta get that bag.
Oh man, you have a final message for the audience?
Listen, cop Resolutions. Go stream that, tap in. Digital Scale and the LeBron Interlude videos are out now. DM me, follow me, Cortez _Bodega. I respond to the fans. I respond to people. Let's work. Let's build. I'm out here. Salute.
Word. Are you on Clubhouse?
Yes, I am.
Just so everyone's on Clubhouse, but do you do anything on Clubhouse?
When it's needed. I did a album release there. Royce the 5'9" and Bishop Brigante hosted it for me.
It's the 5'9" Grammy nominated.
I mean, that's my guy.
But yo, this is the Garden State Hip Hop Hour. This was Cortez. If you watching this right now, like, subscribe, comment, go listen to Resolutions right now. Shout out Wave Change behind the camera. Peace.
Yeah. Yo, you know this, man. The Kid Cortez, Brooklyn, Murray Ave gang. But you know I had to come through that turnpike, pull up on my guys. This is the Garden State Hip Hop Hour with your boy, Tapper.